The interior design department's current assessment strategy was we thought we would just kind of go all in with rubrics on every SLO. That idea actually did not come to fruition. It worked very well for several of them, but we got to several of the SLOs and realized that a rubric was not going to work to assess that. So that's kind of where we are today, is trying to find a new way to assess the things that we need to do in the SLOs. Our successes have been that we did started with the rubrics. I think started with something that we knew, and we took that and we ran with it. It was interesting to see some of the things that came out of these rubrics, and it has only made our department as well as our students better. One of our biggest aha moments was we were going in to assess presentations, and presentations in every class. And these presentations, we were trying to get the student away from using very generic terms and very what do I want to say, pop culture words maybe, in their presentations. We wanted them to use technical language, things that the designer should know. So we set up this rubric to assess the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. And as we got back our data, we realized, yes, we did have some students that needed some work on their language, but that the actual problems were with the conclusion. Students would stand up to give the presentation and say things like, "And that's it." And that's not really a conclusion, and particularly in our business, you need to wrap up that conclusion. And so that was something that we were like, wow, this assessment thing kind of works. Some of our struggles have been that we've had quite a bit of change in our department. We've had, our chair has retired, and we had a full-time faculty member that has left the department. So we have a new faculty member as well as a new chair. And so assessment has gotten a little bit clunky through that change, but I think we're smoothing out and making some headway now. Our adjunct are very involved in this process. In fact, we use World Cafe for all of us to meet and set aside that time to really talk about what we need to assess. They feel a very strong need to be included, and we are glad for that, and take their opinions and their ideas to heart. So my final words of wisdom are, don't reinvent the wheel. Use things that are already out there, such as the CAT book, the class assessment techniques book that you can get at the Outcomes Assessment Office. They would be happy to loan that to you at any time, I'm sure. They have other books that you could delve into, as well as the internet. Use all the resources that you have. Take that information and tailor it to your department, and then put it in play and see how it works.